What's up, guys? It's the Nictator, and this is the 6th episode of Prison Architect. So sorry about the delay on this one. There was a bit of mic problems, which is why there will be actually a cover video in the corner over my original face cam. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get on with the commentary. Alright, so we got a lot of stuff going in the prison right now. We've got, what is that, 37 prisoners now. We can take 45, and right now they're a lot of people trying to eat. A lot of yelling. Alright, well, let's see what we were doing before. We were trying to get these classrooms together, and looks like these school desks are placed horrifically. I really don't like the placements of those. I guess the doors are kind of messing up with the placement of the doors, or the school desks, so I guess they don't fit in correctly. And we got a huge backup of prisoners. Jeez. Alright, lots of boxes, and we need to get this stuff cleared out so that we can get Simon Hornick. He's got quite a few convictions over there. He's age 35. Yeah, we need to. He's got stoical, so he's not going to get suppressed by be put in solitary. But we need to make sure that we get all these boxes out of the way, because we need to get these guys in there, especially these maximum security prisoners like Simon. Who else is there? Paul Lawrence. He's got attempted murder. Looks like he's got 9 more years, and he's fearless, so armed guards are not going to affect him. We haven't got any armed guards yet. I need to do a taser rollout first with our guards, and then we can think about getting armed guards later. And Tom Fletcher, oh no, there is a riot underway, guys. Oh god, I don't know why they're rioting. I don't know what set them off, but I think we're very understaffed, so let's try to get the riot police. Oh no, but there's traffic, so we're not gonna be able to do that. Oh, this isn't good. Alright, well, let's hire a couple more of these guards. We got $1,500 left, so hopefully this is okay. Oh, there's 14 prisoners rioting, and we got a couple unconscious. There's a unconscious guard right there. There's blood everywhere. Let's get these deployments off, and let's put everybody in the canteen. We just need to get everybody out of there to go and fight in the canteen, because this is not. Oh my god, look at the blood. We got a dead guard, and somebody got keys, and I don't know what we're gonna be able to do, guys. This is not good. We only have 4 more guards, and there are 17 prisoners who are rioting right now. Let's hire a couple more. We got enough for 3 more. Can they control this? Can they stop them? I mean, I see some keys and some forks, and that guy's got a baton. We got a few dead guards so far. Oh no, that guy's got keys. We're not gonna be able to catch up to him, are we? We're not gonna be able to catch up to him. Alright, let's send this guy out into the front. Maybe we can stop him from escaping. I didn't realize that before. I didn't realize that they had just killed the warden. If you saw on the bottom right, Gordon just got shanked with some keys. And there we go. So I realized that the riot guards can actually be pulled in, and so I got them to come past the hearses where you put the dead bodies, and I'm going to send in these riot guards, and hopefully they can take care of this, because there's still 18 prisoners who are rioting. These people have keys, and there's just a huge riot. All the red areas is a place where it's under prisoner control right now. So we got 3 rooms, with 1 of them have borders and outside area that are under control, and I gotta get these riot police to put down this riot, or else there's a lot of issues. If you actually look at the top, there's no more guards. All 7 guards plus the extra 3 that I hired, so 10 guards are dead, plus the warden. And you'll see later that some other people are dead as well. But we're relying on the 6 riot guards that we got, because otherwise this is not going to go well. Visitation center has been taken over. I think the warden's office was taken over as well. Yeah, just lots of issues right now. We're gonna have the riot guards go back into here. I need them to get healed, hopefully. Looks like the riot's down. We got tons of unconscious prisoners, dead people. It looks like it was getting under control at this point. It really did. I thought that, okay, we put down the riot. There's a bunch of people that are dead and need medical attention and have solitary and such, and maybe you know, that's bad, but at least we have it under control. Well, it was fine, but then I started kind of looking around, and I realized that some other people were trying to be troublemakers. And see, one guy who runs into the crowd starts yelling, and everybody else starts yelling. Next thing you know, you got people that are fighting the riot guards, and I mean, that was it. I mean, at this point, I wasn't paying close enough attention, and so I didn't notice that some of the prisoners had keys that you're actually going to see later, that in the west side of the prison, there's a gaping hole in one of the fences. I guess one of the fences just wasn't built, so there's a big hole there for them to escape. They got keys so they can just walk out of the front gate, and we're just severely understaffed, and so I can't pay attention to everything that's going on because I don't have any guards. I can't deploy anybody, so I have to manually use these riot guards to try to keep everybody under control. And so you see, if you look in the west side right now, this guy's pushing a laundry basket, and I believe he's one of the ones that ends up escaping. And I'll show you guys later. I'll point it out when the time comes. But Mead right here in the bottom center of the screen is fighting these riot guards. They actually get the baton out of his hand, and then this guy has some keys, and he kind of just escapes into the crowd. I realized that all of the families of the visitors were kind of hanging out the gate, and then I'm trying to empty out so that we can get some of the other stuff out of the way, so that way we can start making money again. But then I forget to close the gate, and then I realized, oh, the accountant's office, it's red. I wonder what happened in there. Again, at this point I still didn't realize that the warden was dead, and then right at this point I was like, oh crap, the warden is actually dead right now. I need to go investigate that. I think the accountant's dead too. So they went and they took all their anger out on those two. And again, so I'm trying to investigate everything. I'm trying to figure out who's dead, where the dead bodies are, how we're going to get this mess cleaned up, how we're going to get the guards because we're broke right now. I didn't think to get a loan. I don't know why, but I guess the accountant was dead, so I wouldn't be able to do that anyways. But at this point, this is when I realized, okay, the accountant's dead. Let's kill this riot guard. I guess the doctor went and healed, so I got lucky right there because he's able to, I believe, take out these two guys. But again, I haven't even put somebody over the warden's office yet, and I'm so consumed with all of this. You know, we got workers still trying to build and whatnot, and trying to keep the prisoner in control. I'm not paying close enough attention to those other prisoners who are just kind of staying on the regime, who are doing the normal stuff. So here we go. So I go in here, Steele kind of stops at the door, so I go in here and I see, crap, the warden's dead. That's not good. But the thing is that once the warden's dead, you can't really change anything. I mean, you don't have an accountant, so you can't take out loans, you don't have the warden, so you can't really make any of the big decisions. The chief was killed too, and then this is where the escapes start happening. And you see these riot guards, I guess they were chasing somebody who just escaped through the front because the trucks were actually stopping that gate from closing. So there was no way that I was going to be able to do anything. I mean, it was just complete and utter chaos. And even now, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the next video because, I mean, this whole prison just got wrecked. I mean, there's just no return at this point. It doesn't look like. And so maybe it gets fixed. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see in future episodes how that ends up turning out. But at this point, I mean, we have no guards, there's no warden, there's no accountant, there's no chief of police. We're stuck with 6 riot guards. I mean, a dead worker too. $39. You can't run a prison with $39. And somehow I'm supposed to keep 40 prisoners under control? Not gonna happen. That's why there's so many more escapes. Right now there was only 3, but I believe there's like 5 more. And I end up realizing that there's a hole in the west side of the prison where the offense was supposed to be put up, and then the main gate was blocked, and then the cell door that's blocking the small passage, that was broken. And so see, it was at this point that I realized, I think it was this point. You can see it on the left side. I don't know if I completely realized it yet. But that was one of the big issues, is that I'm trying to do all of this work, and so the workers didn't end up putting up this fence. See, now I see it. And it was queued, so I'm not sure why it wasn't put up. I guess they just needed a way to get in and out of the prison without going around. And see, it was failed 4 times. So I had it placed, it just didn't end up setting, and so we lost quite a few prisoners there. And then I'm watching these guys because I'm like, well, there's a big old hole over there. I need to make sure that these guys don't get out. But there's so many other things that I gotta pay attention to. So this guy ends up going to a cell. I don't have to worry about him. So I'm like, okay, well, I need to start watching these cell blocks because I need to make sure that I'm watching the movements of the prisoners. Again, 6 riot guards, 40 prisoners, people are going to slip through it, and especially when the whole prison's in disarray like this. It's why it's important to make sure that you have huge security. Because see, look, this guy, I have no idea where he came from. Blake the Snake from one of the earlier episodes just takes off. I can't even catch up to him. It wasn't gonna happen. They still haven't put up the fence, and so there's still the possibility of them escaping through that side. And again, I haven't even realized. Well, I've realized that the main road gate is blocked, but I haven't realized that the main cell door in the front of the prison is broken, and so I couldn't close that, and I didn't realize that. So they didn't even really need the keys. They could just use the keys to open up the fence. And see, now there's 5 more escapes, or there's 5 total escapes. Sorry, there was another person that escaped. You can see him. You could have seen him running earlier. And then these riot guards don't even really stop the prisoners, because they only go after prisoners who are rioting. So because we don't have regular guards to tase somebody who's escaping, they won't chase them until they're outside of the gate. And now I think that was my problem is, well, I didn't set up fences outside of the road gate, so as soon as they get out of the road gate, they're so if I am able to salvage the prison, hopefully that's possible. Definitely need to consider new fences on the outside past the road gate, because that'll make it way more difficult for prisoners to escape. Because I think the road gates themselves are fine, but I think having an extended fence may make it a bit harder for them to escape. And then if I can get the taser rollout, which is way in the future because that's really expensive, that'll also prevent a lot of escapes. But at this point, I have no idea what I'm going to do. We have $78, so we're starting to slowly get some more money, but we're now at the 8 escapes today. All of those minimum security prisoners that you saw earlier, actually a couple minutes ago, they ran out. We haven't even got these guys out of the truck. We've got, what is that, 11 more prisoners coming in. And so I'm not really sure what we're going to do here. So again, this is your chance. If you guys have an idea of what I should do, because this whole prison seems like it's wrecked, please leave a comment. Give me some advice, a suggestion. I'm gonna try and salvage this prison as much as possible. I don't want to restart it because that would suck. But I think one of the main things that I've done differently in this series that I've never done in a previous gameplay, where I wasn't or playthrough. That's what it is. Playthrough is that I didn't have the consistent prisoners. You know, because I get 8 to 20 prisoners every single day, and I didn't have that before. I was able to control when I got prisoners, so I could wait till I'm ready. So if I do have to restart, I may make that an option. Just let me know what you guys think. There's a lot of different options that I can choose. I can have lakes, I can have forests, I can have previous buildings, I can make it so that fog of war is on or off so you can see or you can't see. I can have the continuous prisoner intake or not continuous prisoner intake. There's a lot of different options, but for right now I'm going to be trying to salvage this. It's just, this has been a lot more difficult considering how many more prisoners you get. You have to continuously build, which opens up places for the prisoners to escape. You have to make sure that you're on top of the grants that you're doing, because that's the only way that you can maintain the prison. If I had just done 5 more prison cells, this probably wouldn't have happened, because I would have prison capacity up to 50, and then at that point I would have gotten 20 grand. And so at that point I would just be like, well, okay, they're rioting, but I'm just gonna hire, a dozen or so more guards. They would have put this down. So if you guys are gonna be playing this, this is advice for myself and for advice for other people who are planning on playing this, is make sure that you're paying attention to those grants, because you want to get as much money as possible, especially when you have continuous intake. And you want to kind of focus on the outside areas, because you may not notice that there's a big hole in one of the fences that all your prisoners can get up, and even now it's still there. So if I can salvage the prison, I need to make sure that gets put up, because I don't know why they can't get that done. And I finally got that jail door fixed up. So I've set it on normal, now it's going to close again. But there's still, people have keys. So again, next episode, need to do a shakedown, need to find out about contraband. I need to hire some guards to do the shakedown for me, because we just got dead guards everywhere, and I have no idea how long that's going to take to clean up. I mean, there's not many options right now. Probably the smartest would be to raise the prison capacity by 5 more, maybe by modifying the holding cell. That way it's less expensive. But I mean, even then, I'll still need a couple grand, so I'm not sure if this is gonna work or not. But really, at this point, I have no idea what we're gonna do, guys. I mean, we're kind of in tough luck right now. We got prisoners who are still trying to riot. The riot guards are, putting down most of it, but 6 riot guards isn't enough. So, again, any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. We just gotta figure out what we're gonna do to salvage this prison, because there's just so many dead bodies, and not enough of them here. And I'm just really not sure what the best way to do it. I mean, there's still that hole in the fence. I don't know why they can't fix that fence. Hopefully that problem can be worked out. Hopefully we can clean up all the blood, hire some guards, hire a new warden. I mean, a warden's probably our top priority right now, but I think he's 1,000, and as you can see, we don't even have $600 right now. So we can make maybe one cell. We can't even buy. I mean, we can buy some guards, but I think you need a chief still. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Oh, actually, no, you don't need a chief, but it's still going to be problematic later on. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys later.